Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny, and we are here on my island of midnight with beautiful shooting stars. That's a happy coincidence. And we're here to give you the final tour of the island. Now, if you're new to my channel or if you're new to this series, this is the island where we're not using any custom content. There's no custom designs, there's no features of Nintendo Online that were used on this island, which would explain my flag, which is content that we get with the game. So I feel like the island is done. You know, does anyone ever feel like their island is officially done? I'm not sure. But I'm very proud of this island. It wasn't easy, as custom designs really make islands very different from each other. But I'm really happy with it. I actually love it. I'm excited to show it to you. So why don't we get started? So we're coming off the airport. Here's the entrance. It's very simple. I basically just wanted a path with trees covering it. I used this dirt path all through the island, purposely planting weeds around just to give it a little bit of character. So right beside the entrance here is a park. I wanted a nice pond where the villagers could hang out and, you know, fish and feed the ducks and whatnot, and just some simple park things around. Our resident services was right up behind here. Now, if we were go the other way, I have two villager houses on this side. So we have Raymond and we have B, and they live right here next to each other in a cute little neighborhood, and they have a little access to the beach with a seating area. All very simple. Like, you know, it's going to be a very simple island, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Using flowers as decoration, I mean, I know that sounds so basic, but the way you place flowers and fences, that's what's really going to help you elevate your island without having custom designs to make, you know, fancy buildings and fancy paths. You can use just the things that are in the game and make everything look great. So right next to them, we cross this bridge, and that's where my campsite is. I really like how this campsite turned out. It's very small, but it does the job. You won't see a lot of fruit trees on my island, but I did put a couple over here. Peaches were my natural fruit that came with my island. And we have some seating down here. Oh, Audie wants to leave. Too bad, so sad. And more on the rocks, and I kind of put some all down the beach. My beaches are pretty simple, but I put more tents up along the beach to kind of continue the area. So right behind the campsite, we have a bee farm. Again, very simple, but it's a great way to fill up space if you're looking for something to do. I love the bee keeping hives in this game. I think they look really great. I decided to customize them all the same color. A lot of times I've used different colors, but I thought this might look a little nicer just to keep them all uniform like that. And then I threw in just yellow and white flowers around them. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And this is just a little seating area here. I've never really used the fruit furniture, so I wanted to kind of give it a shot. And it's kind of cute. I don't know that I would need to use it all a lot, but I just had it, and these were the fruits that I basically had on the island. So I used peaches and apples, so it's a nice little sitting area. So if we went back down here, this was going past, just so you know where we were. So this was the bee and Raymond's house. Behind them is a park. So it's more of a children's park area with all the playground equipment and whatnot. And then across from that is Nook's Cranny. Didn't really do much Nook's Cranny this time around as far as the build, but I actually think it looks really cute, and it's all about what you place around it, right? So again, no custom content to make it super exciting, but I think it looks very homey, which is what this island is really signifies to me. It's that it's very natural, very welcoming, very homey. And then right next to it is the museum. Again, if you've watched any of my island tours, you know that I do not make big museum builds. I typically try to shove it somewhere. I'm not a huge fan of the outside of the building. I think the inside is gorgeous, but the outside just never seems to go with my island type. The exception will be on my Elegant Core Island, which will be my next video. The museum I kind of went all out on. So that will be the exception to my rule generally, but yeah. But I think it looks really cute here too. So we'll just go back the other way. So up behind here I have a staircase. And this is just a nice little path that leads to my house. And that's my house right there. I don't know how I chose this customization. I was just trying different things, and I thought it was kind of cute. So even though it doesn't really fit with the fall island, but whatever. And so I have a nice little sitting area, and you know, just some stuff around. And then on this side, there's Able Sisters. Again, I love the dirt path with the weeds on it. I think it just looks really cool. Happy with that. They have a little area out here where, you know, they can work on some clothes and fix some hem my pants, please. And below them is Muffy's area. So there was actually a speed build on my channel for this area. So I kind of made her, I want it to be kind of like a witch area. Like she's got a cauldron back here. Kind of get that vibe from her, right? So I think this area is really cool. It was one of the first things I did on the island. I actually really love Muffy. I think she's really underrated. And this was kind of like a Halloween type fall island, so she fit right in. And I just wanted it really to look wooded. Like she's, you know, deep in the woods, lots of trees. And I really think it looks really cool. So we'll come back down past my house and go back across the bridge. And we are gonna have, first to the left, we have Ribbot's house. So I changed to the wood path here just to change it up. And Ribbot was one of the ones I didn't think I was gonna end up keeping. So this house doesn't necessarily represent Ribbot. But I really like the fence and the flowers all around it. I thought it looked really cool. I did put that server behind his house just to kind of be like, oh yeah, Ribbot lives here and he's a robot. So that's why he's got that. And he's got, you know, a little hot tub area, pool area, because it makes sense for robots to get wet, right? We're gonna go with it. But I really thought it was a cool area too, and, you know, nice lounging area. And then to the right, we have the Autumn Market, which is also a speed build on the channel, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Doing a market without any custom designs was a little difficult, but overall, I think it turned out really nice. It's all about the furniture, right? When you don't have custom designs, you have to use what you've got. And I'm kind of proud of this. This is basically all stuff that I've been able to gather on this island. And I feel like it sells what it's supposed to sell. It's an autumn market. And little seating area, and then Octavian house is back here, and he runs the fish market. So again, these are all just ideas that you can use on your island when you don't have Nintendo Online to download custom patterns. That's why I wanted to do this island, is just to prove that you can have a nice island, have nice areas without worrying about, well, I can't download custom designs. Well, you don't have to. In previous games, there was no in-game path, so all we had was custom designs, and all we wanted were actual in-game path, and now we finally got in-game path, and everybody's using custom designs. So, I mean, there's limitations with the in-game path, obviously, but it is really nice to use, and I'm quite happy using it. Alright, so up here is Kiki's Farm. This is also a speed build on the channel. So I'm not going to go over it too in depth, because you've probably already watched that. But she's got a nice pumpkin farm, and this was just, again, simple panels. These are customizations of simple panels that come with the game, and I just wanted to create a little shed or barn, and I think, you know what, considering, again, no custom designs, I think it actually looks really cool. And so we go past Kiki's house, diagonal bridge moment, which is really cool. And we have Chrissy and Francine's area. So this is, I feel like I'm saying everything's a speed build. Like, I think I did lots of speed builds on this island. But this area is also a speed build, and all I really wanted to do was give them each an equal size yard, and of course make Chrissy's all pink and make Francine's all blue. And I'm really happy with how they turned out, actually. I think they're both really cool. So it's fun to use like blue and pink items. I'm quite normally using very natural colors, so it was fun actually to use this kind of stuff. It almost has me thinking of doing a Kidcore Island, which I've always kiboshed and said I don't think I could do Kidcore. I respect Kidcore, I just don't think that I could do it. But this kind of made me think, maybe I should do Kidcore. So we're gonna come down this incline. Then we have this winding path, which is gonna lead up a nice mountain, if you will. And we'll have our mountain goat Sherb's house up here. So he doesn't have much of a yard, but I think it's kind of cool that he's way up here on the 3rd level. I think he's the only one that lives on the 3rd level. I think it's maybe my only 3rd level on the whole island. But I think it looks really cool, and he's of course right in front of the big lake that I built, which is, here we go again, another speed build that's on the channel. So I thought this lake turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. Oh, hey, sure. It's a great space filler if you're looking for something, and it always, like, just looking across the lake, I love it. It looks so nice. So I'm really happy with it. Again, you're looking for something to fill up a bit of space. A lake is perfect. So right next to the lake, again, like I said, most of the beaches don't have a lot going on. This one I just, because I had a huge rock, so I put a little area, sitting area with the outdoor bath. I thought it looked kind of cool. And then back here on the peninsula, I have a wedding reception area. I love the wedding furniture, so I do use it quite a lot on my islands. And, you know, it looks so nice with the candles. The wedding cake looks very romantic. So we'll come back down through here and head back on the path. So this coming up is the cemetery, and yes, you know what I'm gonna say. There's a speed build on the channel for it. So I think it looks really cool. Of course, it's October. We have to do something spooky, and I thought this Halloween kind of cemetery really worked. Spooky is also not really my forte of design, but it's October. It's, you know, it's what you have to do. And it was a lot of fun. I really like it. So pretty happy with how that turned out as well. And then we're going to move on from the spooky cemetery and down on the beach. The only beach house, of course, is Audie. Doesn't really fit in with fall, but I think it looks really, it suits her area, it suits her house. You know, you think Audie is very beachy, very tropical. So she's got this lovely area here, and even the dock furniture going on. All right, and that's her area. And then we walk along the front of the island, and we're basically back to where we started. This was just a nice little cliff area I built. Just, again, it was to fill up space because I didn't know what to put in this area, so I just kind of built up some cliffs. You know, if you think about what designs can I do to fill up area, making some cliffs. I have a soccer field on the beach here, just overgrown with some flowers that of course will never grow, so they always just look like weeds, so I love that. And we're back to our resident service building. So that was the tour. It was, oh sorry Audie, it was pretty quick. There's not a ton to show on this island. I am gonna show you my map right now. I did save the dream address finally, so you guys can come check it out. So just to go over the roster again, so I have myself, be Francine, Chrissy, Raymond, Kiki, Octavian, Sherb, Ribot, Audie, and Muffy. So that's everybody. At the bottom there you can see my dream address. I hope you guys come and check it out. I hope you've liked this series. Like I said at the start, I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult to make a beautiful island without custom designs. I think it is beautiful. You know what? It harkens back to the beginning of this game as well, before custom designs kind of took over. And I think it's overall, I think it's a success, and that's what I want. So I'm really curious what you guys think in the comments below. Please let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.